This is a little segment that I'm hoping that my man Jay will let me call Ass Busters. Okay, this is stemming from the Jordan 7 Flint 2021 versus the Jordan 7 Flint. What is that? 2005, I think. Sorry. Yeah, '05. So we have a comment that came in from a gentleman named Austin Babbles. Throw that up here for me. Austin Babbles was a guy who, thank you, who gave us a view and watched the video. We appreciate that. So I guess he left a comment on there referencing my commentation on the tongue and toe box seam, which is this area right in here. The tongue meets the toe box in this seam. I made a statement on there saying that they changed the toe box of this shoe in 2021 and they kind of ovaled it out. Here's where I was talking about with the 2021, the ovaling out of that seam versus the more V shape of that seam. Austin chimes in and says that toe box shape is OG, fam. These are OG form. They was messing up the shape when the 06-7 Raptors dropped, so the 06 Flints ain't right. Okay. All right, so let's look into what Austin is referencing. What we have here is a span of about 1992 to 2021. So you do the math on that. That sounds like somewhere about a span of, I don't know, 20 some odd years in there, 18 to 20 some odd years of a line of Jordan 7s in different colorways. We're going to go from oldest, and each shoe is lined up from oldest to newest. And we're going to look at that toe box area. So the reference shoe is here. Okay. Let's start with the OG. Now I'm going to hold it somewhat similar as to what it would be laced. Look at that. Looks like we see a V and we see an oval. V, oval. 1992, 2021. And I'm not cheating. I'll widen out the upper a little bit. Kind of, what is this, about 1.5 inches? So we'll, 1.5 inches apart. V, oval. Next shoe, 2005. Right? Yes, 2005 Flint. Actually, this is distributed from 2005 to 2006. So this would count as a 2006 Flint in reference of or to Austin's statement. V, oval. V, oval. Next, we're going to move on to the 2007. V, oval. V, oval. I couldn't make my finger go to a point on here if I want. I'm just tracing over that seam. And it forces your finger to go into a V motion. Kind of like handwriting, how they taught us in school, Austin. Hoping that you did attend school. Next, the 2009 in comparison. V, oval. V, oval. Lastly, the 2010. V, oval. V, oval. Now, don't get me wrong. These V's do have a little bit of a dip in them, but this qualifies as a V versus this qualifying as a U. In handwriting, this would be more of a U. This would be more of a V. And the two are very obviously different. So we just walked down the history of Jordan 7s from 1992. Throw that picture up there one more time of me. I have these on in a picture at 12 years old in Conner Prairie. Conner Prairie is a little place in Indianapolis, Indiana. Shout out to the hometown where they imitate the life and times of the period in the 1800s when people were working on the farms and churning their corn and working the land, etc. I have these shoes on in that field trip. 1992, a true OG, no matter how bad it looks. All right. It does not look like the 2005 to 2006 where he said they changed it at. This still looks the same as it does in 92, as well as on down the line. This segment will be called Ass Busters because when people come through and they have such a strong opinion and they're trying to validate that with you, or not really validate it with you, but correct you, I have to bust your ass. This is my collection, and I am a fanatic of the 7s, and I'm a fanatic of the 11s. I collect all original colorways of Jordans, but 7s happen to be my second favorite shoe. So this was the perfect video for you, Mr. Babbles, to chime in on with your unsanctioned rhetoric that has not been researched or verified. And I want you to use this video as a reference for the Jordan 7, for the stitching qualities and for the corrections that you have expressed in the other video. We love commentation. We love views and likes. We love shares. Please do that now and subscribe. But when you come to the table with such a strength in your point or in your attempt to validate, I have to bust ass. It's a difference between saying, hey, I think, man, you might be wrong. I'm going to do some research. I'm going to check. But, man, I think that's been like that since back in the day versus, nah, fam, the other ones is real form. It never was like that. Man, look, get your ass out of here, okay? Go collect you some more J's. Reach back. If you can find a 92, reach yourself back. Oh, you know what? I got another one for you, too, real quick, Austin. Before we go. I forgot. Totally forgot. Sorry, guys. We got one more 7 to put on the table. Let's check its toe box rounding as well. What we have here is a Jordan 7 2004 Olympic that has been preserved and wrapped in shrink. It is supposed to sit here in the timeline. Final comparison. 2004, 2021. V. U. V. U. V. U. If anything, the 04 may be closest to this U, but you still see a vast difference. And you still have a V-dip in that seam. Sorry about that, folks. We left one of our boys out. So, yes, man, make sure when you come correct. Make sure when you come, you know what you're talking about. Because I enjoy shoe conversations. I enjoy teaching and I enjoy learning. I'm not looking to be the life of the conversation, and I'm not looking to be the only one talking. I'm looking to learn whenever I engage people. But it sucks when people have a heavy expression of what they think is truth when it's really their truth. And then you have to go off and get your ass busted when somebody pulls, the actual proof out of the pocket. All right? Look at that oval shape on the way out as we close this video out. And look how how vastly different. Look at you could measure this across, and there's just such a vast difference out of all of the Jordans before it. Huge difference. This is, I'm willing to bet, before I let you go, let's just see. We might have a measuring tape around here somewhere. Jack, thank you. Yeah, we'll take it to the measurements. So, this is somewhere between, we'll put the T here, the tip here, and we'll stop measurements right at this seam. This is somewhere in between about 1.5 inches in width across that toe box seam. Let's look at this one. It's a lot less. That's about 1.25 inches. About 1 inch. Yeah, 1.25. Because we're right here at the seam. Yep. It's about 1.25 inches. So, and all of them across this part of the history are measured, or not measured exactly, but are closer to this. Way more so than that. I don't even have to go across measuring them. Oops. I don't even have to go across measuring them. It's obvious. Okay? So, thanks for chiming in. We made this video just for Mr. Babbles. Man, I should have known before jumping in this video that God's last name is Babbles. I hope that ain't your real last name, my man. I mean, if it is, you know, family names is family names. But when I think about Babbles, I think about girls just talking and rapping and chit-chatting. I think about the Bible, the Tower of Babel, where all them people was talking all them different languages and couldn't understand each other, and finished that impossible tower they was building, and then they all ran off in different directions. I just, you know, when I think of Babel, and I should have thought about that before I engaged. But nonetheless, man, enjoy your family name, love your family name. This is all in just education and fun, buddy, but make sure you do have your facts straight, because we do bust ass. Kicks Casserole advocate here. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. We are out. We thank you for your time. Peace. Babble, babble.
I'ma stay fresh with Kicks Casserole. Cop the latest with Kicks Casserole. Nothing less than Kicks Casserole.